Hello, sports fans, and welcome to LMC-TV's presentation of Mamaroneck Varsity Football. With Eddie Cam, I'm Stephen Anastas coming to you from Mamaroneck High School. It's an exciting day here at Mamaroneck. Eddie, we have a pretty good matchup between two old school rivals, Portchester and Mamaroneck.
And playing for the athletics director trophy, and Mamaroneck really just wants to avoid a losing season. By winning today, they can get to 500, and Portchester wants to take that athletics director trophy from Mamaroneck, as they've won it for many years, Steve.
Mamaroneck was victorious last year in this matchup. We'll see what they have in store for Portchester today. We'll be back in just a moment with the opening kickoff here on LMC Varsity Sports.
Play the athletic director's trophy named after former Anthony Zimbalati from Portchester.
Okay, ready, guys? Here we go.
This is the 89th edition, and it's scheduled today for 4:30 start. Section 1 Sportsmanship pregame announcement is the objective of Mamaroneck High School, Section 1 in the New York State Public High School Athletic Association to have today's game contested in the most sportsmanlike atmosphere possible. The officials have been instructed to tolerate absolutely no sportsmanlike conduct. We ask our fans to help us reach our objective.
Thank you, sir.
Ourselves sportsmanlike and respectful. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
All right, guys, I guess this is 89th year, huh? All right, listen, you guys are captains. You're in charge of your team. Any problems, we're going to you. If not, you know how we take care of it. All right, guys? Portchester, you travel.
Head coach Anthony Vitti.
It's a head,
coach
it's a tail.
Smith.
I'm going to toss it and let it hit the ground cold.
Vitti Tamboro, Jason Washington.
Heads was called.
The officials for
We
today's
have
contest
tails. We
are
have one to
Dominic
toss. You want to receive?
Scott Zabrowski, Walter Stish,
One to toss,
Eugene
elected to
McGee,
receive.
Thomas
What
Herbert, and Brady
stone
Willis.
you like to defend? Your back's here. Okay? One to toss, elected to receive. All right, guys? Good luck. 89th year, huh? All right, down there. 89th year. I didn't realize that.
So here we are at the start of the game between the Portchester Rams and the Mamaroneck Tigers. Eddie, Mamaroneck will receive and will defend the school side end zone. Portchester's number 52, Josue Quinones, kicks off a deep end-over-end kick, gets down to Bobby Bizard at his own 5. Bizard brings it back to the middle and is crushed at the 20-yard line. Mamaroneck will take over 1st and 10 there.
Mamaroneck 4-5, Portchester 5-4. As they're trying to Mamaroneck's trying to even Portchester's record as well as theirs.
The one common foe was Carmel, which they both lost to. Carmel, a very strong team this season, hard-hitting, strong tackling, and fast. Both Mamaroneck and Portchester had their opportunities, but could not capitalize and eventually lost. Tommy Dillon under center in the shotgun. He drops back, or takes a step, and immediately gets it out to Tim Sommer. Sommer is brought down after a short gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 9 for the Tigers. Portchester and Mamaroneck have played this game several years in a row. Coach Vitti having a strong relationship with the Portchester Athletic Department. They schedule this game to cap off the season every year. Mamaroneck in the pistol. Dillon takes the shotgun, hands it off to O'Rourke, fights through one tackle, keeps his feet moving. Stopped just shy of the 25-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 5 for the Tigers. Big third down conversion opportunity to start the game here deep in their own territory. 3rd and 5 for Mamaroneck. Handoff to Zion Powell. Powell fights through the line, tiptoes his way to about the 28, but will be short of the line to gain. Sorry. So it's 4th down and a long 2. 4th down and 2 for Mamaroneck, and the punt team is on the field. Shane Smith, the wide receiver, is back deep to punt. And for Portchester on the high snap, Jason Wiley unable to get to that before it hits the ground. Takes a nice Mamaroneck bounce and is down at the 31-yard line.
I think one of the keys to this game is Mamaroneck scoring early and establishing themselves throughout this game.
They have struggled with catch-up football all throughout the season, so great point there, Eddie, as if they are able to score and protect that lead, play ball control offense, use the outstanding running of Daniel O'Rourke out of the offensive backfield, that should bode well for the Tigers today. In at quarterback is senior Colin Gillespie. He is in the shotgun. Quick toss, but Wiley's knee did touch the ground as he got that sideways lateral from Gillespie. So loss of 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 13 for the Rams. Another lateral, this time around the other side. Sean Blackburn is brought down on a great tackle by Eddie Sirocco.
Sirocco prevented any further damage, as that could have been major trouble for Mamaroneck.
If he had blasted through that hole right there, you are right, Eddie. He was off to the races. So a fantastic job by Sirocco. Stopping him after a gain of about 4 brings up a 3rd down and 9 at their own 32-yard line. 8:30 remaining in the first quarter. Handoff up the middle. Jordan Lewis fights for further yardage, but he looks to be short of the first down at the 40-yard line. A yard short of the first. It'll be 4th down and 1, and we'll see what they call here. Looks to be sending on the punting unit. Coach Vitti is imploring his defense not to jump off sides, as a 4th and short is ripe for that type of opportunity.
We should remind our viewers at home, today is the last game for Mamaroneck, and so they're looking to finish off a season that's had a lot of ups and a lot of downs.
Good snap. Good high spinning kick. Oh, fumbled. Portchester looked like they had it, but it did squirt through the legs of the Portchester punt coverage player. We'll see where it ended up as they peel off that pile.
That's a tough break for Mamaroneck.
And Portchester does have possession of the football.
Is there an injury of some sort?
No, Zion Powell was down at the bottom, and they're discussing it to decide where possession is. Well, this one has me a little mystified, Eddie. I can't really figure out what they could possibly be discussing.
I mean, very tough break for Mamaroneck, because that was a good kick, and there's nothing you could do about that one.
Shane Smith obviously disappointed in himself, but they'll just have to move on. Smith has been one of the top players, a sophomore, moved up to varsity this season. Has had a great season throughout. A little bit of adversity that he has to overcome here. So 1st and 10 for Portchester at the Mamaroneck 37-yard line, 38-yard line. Gets down to about the 27, does Sean Blackburn. Pickup of about 7 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 3 for the Rams. Gillespie tosses it. He has Blackburn, who fights to the outside and is dragged out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. It's a 3rd down and short, Eddie.
Big task for Mamaroneck's defense right now in preventing Portchester from scoring.
Oh, they ruled that a 1st down for Portchester as he got down inside the 23-yard line. Apparently just enough for a 1st down without measurement. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Portchester. The Rams threatening early here in the 1st quarter after the fumbled punt. Fake toss and Gillespie rolls out to the right. Pump fakes once. He keeps it and is brought down hard by O'Rourke. Great job collapsing on the quarterback bootleg for a gain of maybe half a yard.
Rourke really took him out on that.
So the spot actually puts him back about maybe a foot or so. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Split wide to the left is Gene Campo. Jordan Lewis in motion. Oh, and a nice counter play to Blackburn, and he is in for the touchdown.
Now that was, just a bunch of tough breaks so far for Mamaroneck. A lot of luck for Portchester today.
23-yard touchdown run for Sean Blackburn. Puts Portchester on the board early, 6-0 with the extra point to come. Josue Quinones in to attempt the extra point. The kick is up and splits the upright. So with 5:45 remaining, the score is Portchester 7, Mamaroneck nothing. We'll be back in just a moment here on LMC Varsity Sports. So we're back after that tough turnover and quick score by Portchester. Quinones is kicking off, a low grounder, goes to the left, rolls out of bounds. Zion Powell smartly lets it roll out. That'll be a penalty on the kicking team. Should be 1st down at the 40-yard line for Mamaroneck. Or is it the 35? We see the official at the 35, my correction. It is the 35-yard line. Another correction while I have a moment. There were some more common opponents as Portchester in the postseason played Mount Vernon to a 29-16 victory, where Mamaroneck beat them 30-14, and then White Plains, a 28-14 victory, where Mamaroneck started the season 14-13 against those Tigers. Shane Smith in motion to the left. Penalty flag as there was movement on the line, and we'll wait for the call. Encroachment on the defense is the call. 5-yard penalty. Will repeat 1st down. It'll be 1st and 5 from the 40. So there you go. I was proven correct after all. They will start their drive at the 40-yard line, Eddie.
It will be interesting to see if Mamaroneck can come back from just a tough touchdown by Portchester.
Well, these players are resilient. That's one thing that they've shown all season long is they battled through the ups and downs. Same play called. O'Rourke gets to the outside, cuts it back. Good tackle by Jason Wiley, playing defensive back, the junior for Portchester. Goes low on O'Rourke and brings him down after a pickup of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 3 for Mamaroneck. Second and short for the Tigers. Dillon with receivers on either side. Handoff to Zion Powell. He gets out just to the 45-yard line. Should have enough looking at the spot for the 1st down. And he does. 1st and 10 for the Tigers.
Game of inches.
Michael Flato checks into the game for Powell. Flato, the junior running back, played varsity as a sophomore as well. Will be a lot of experience coming back, as there are only a few seniors in the starting lineup. Tommy Dillon looks deep, throws it up. Oh, and it is intercepted off the deflection from Jordan Lewis to Michael Baccarosa. And Portchester has the 2nd turnover of the game.
That is a terrific interception. Wow, absolutely incredible. Mamaroneck, I mean, a lot of tough breaks.
Pass was intended for the junior wide receiver, Bobby Bizzard. Lewis did a great job of getting up and deflecting that pass right into the waiting arms of Baccarosa. Portchester takes over on their own 33-yard line. It looks, well, we have to wait for the ball to get on the ground to be able to tell exactly where they spotted that. Here it comes. It is placed on the 33, and that is where Portchester will start their drive with 4:44 remaining in the 1st quarter. Handoff goes to Lewis, and he is down the right sideline, knocked out of bounds inside Mamaroneck territory at the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 Rams.
So far, Portchester the upper hand in this game by a lot. And as the score can tell you, and so can some of these plays. A lot of them have gone in Portchester's way.
I know the enthusiasm level is up due to the quick score and turnover, but it just seems like the energy level is higher on the Portchester side of the ball right now as well. Timeout on the field. We'll be back in just a moment here on LMC Varsity Sports. So 1st and 10 for Portchester after that long gain. Handoff goes to Blackburn. He is brought down after a pickup of about 6 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 4 for the Rams at the Mamaroneck 39-yard line. Toss out to Blackburn, looking for a seam. Tackle made by Eddie Sirocco. Great job chasing down that play by Sirocco. Number 57 gets him down at about the 33, but that will be enough for a Portchester 1st down.
And Portchester's Sean Blackburn has been making a lot of the plays recently with his blazing speed.
Come on, defense! Come on, defense!
Number 74, Max Aranio, is the center for Portchester. Shotgun snaps it back to Gillespie, who hands it off to Wiley, and Wiley is immediately wrapped up by number 81, Henry Bruce, and driven backwards. Loss of about a yard on the play there. It'll be 2nd down and 11.
Jason Wiley had no play on that, and Mamaroneck took some advantage on that play.
Lateral out to Lewis. Great job by my son Robinson, number 53, chasing that lateral down laterally and moving down the line to get to the ball carrier before he's able to do any damage. Pickup of about 2 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 9 for Portchester.
Well, one thing's for sure, Mamaroneck's defense has been tested already in this game a lot, and they're going to continue right now.
Handoff goes to Lewis. Lewis is wrapped up but drives forward, gets down to about the 25, but he is short of the 1st down marker. It'll be 4th down and about 2. 4th down and 2 for Portchester. This would be a 42-yard field goal, and while Quinones definitely had a boot, I'm not sure if he has the distance to go here, so they will go for it on 4th down. Handoff is met at the line of scrimmage. He looks to be short. Ball went to Jordan Lewis, and he was tackled by a host of Mamaroneck defenders.
And like I said before, the tight defense is going to be key for Mamaroneck to try to get anything on the board so far.
Turnover on downs for the Tigers. Great defensive stand by Mamaroneck there. Center for Mamaroneck is sophomore, number 51, Aiden French. Shotgun snaps it to sophomore Tommy Dillon, who throws it high for Henry Bruce. Bruce makes a fantastic effort at the ball, unable to bring it in though. 2nd down and 10, Mamaroneck. Split wide to the left side of your screen is Bobby Bizard. Dillon tucks it and runs. Gets out to near the 30-yard line. Pickup of about 4 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 5 for Mamaroneck. Handoff goes to Zion Powell. Oh, he is tackled up high around the helmet by number 80, Melvin Molina. No call on the play. Loss of a couple yards there. It'll be 4th down and 6 after the loss of a yard. And Mamaroneck will punt. That is the end of the 1st quarter as time expires on the clock. So at the end of 1, it is 7-0 Portchester over Mamaroneck. We'll be back in just a moment on LMC Varsity Sports. Back to punt for Mamaroneck is Shane Smith. Back to receive is number 24, Jason Wiley. Line drive punt gets out to the left. Takes a Mamaroneck bounce and the Mamaroneck roll all the way down to the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt. Fantastic net yardage for the sophomore from Mamaroneck. Eddie Cam and Steve Anastas with you here at Mamaroneck High School. 7-0 Portchester. Final game of the season, the Athletics Director Trophy. This game is played every year if both teams are out of contention for the state title, which this year they are. Handoff up the middle to Wiley. He fights for further yardage, but is brought down after a gain of 3. 2nd down and 7, Portchester.
Well, it's very interesting. Portchester's use of Sean Blackburn and Jordan Lewis's amazing speed. Rather, Mamaroneck's use of Tommy Dillon, the quarterback, and his athleticism and his arm. Very kind of different game plans for both of these Westchester towns.
Mamaroneck hasn't been able to really find their rhythm on the offensive side of the ball. Usually O'Rourke is carrying the load.
Right. Not at all this season, honestly, to be quite frankly. Portchester is doing a much better job at that. And you can see that throughout this game, too.
Wiley gets the ball on the toss, picks up about 2 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Good gang tackling by Mamaroneck there as they sniffed out that sweep toss right away.
Mamaroneck's been having to play defensively for most of the season, and they've gotten good at it because they've been doing it so much this year. But honestly, their offense hasn't been able to carry them. That's why they aren't in the playoffs anymore.
3rd and 5 for the Rams at their own 35-yard line. Pass over the middle. He's got a receiver. Cannot catch up to it. Intended for Blackburn. Incomplete. And that will bring on the punt unit for Portchester. He had a receiver deep. Blackburn wasn't able to alter his route to get over to the middle of the field as Gillespie put it up and put a lot of air under it. But the junior running back receiver unable to get to it.
And Portchester has definitely been more aggressive throughout this game. And that might come back to haunt Mamaroneck.
Quinones gets the snap, sends a high punt over to the area of Zion Powell, but he's unable to get to it as there are too many Portchester defenders. The ball ends up at the Mamaroneck 22-yard line, and they'll take over there. 1st and 10, Tigers.
Remembering that from last year.
So Aiden French leads the line back out. Start another offensive drive for Mamaroneck. Tommy Dillon in the pistol formation. Michael Flato rolls out in motion to the right. Tommy Dillon rolls out to the left. Another high hit up at the helmet. No call on the play. Second down and 9 for Mamaroneck. 9:14 remaining. Handoff to O'Rourke. He is hit hard by Blackburn and brought down after maybe a yard on the play.
Whenever Mamaroneck is trying to get an offensive run going, it's always Daniel O'Rourke and Tommy Dillon are always behind it.
No gain on that play, Eddie, so it is now 3rd down and 9 for Mamaroneck at their own 23-yard line. Split wide left are Tanner Conlon, Michael Flato, and Shane Smith. And there's a timeout on the field. Timeout. Mamaroneck will be back in just a moment here on LMC Varsity Sports. So here we are back at Mamaroneck High School. Tommy Dillon in the shotgun on 3rd and 9. Trips left and he throws right. Intercepted. Jason Wiley running it back in for the score. Pick 6 on a pass intended for Bobby Bizzard. Tommy Dillon throws it, overthrows it, and it is intercepted by Jason Wiley and run back for the score.
Well, Portchester is a team of aggressiveness, and you know that can come back to haunt you, but that also can lead your offensive force, and that's so far what's happened throughout this game.
Quinones on to attempt the extra point. Baccarosa on the hold. Snap by Jonathan Fingold is good. The hold is good. And the kick is good. So the score with 8:20 remaining in the first half. Portchester 14, Mamaroneck nothing. We'll be back in just a moment on LMC Varsity Sports. We're back for the kickoff with 8:20 remaining. Quinones on to kick. Erlen Duarte is the special teams captain. Low line drive kick, looks to be headed out of bounds, and it is out of bounds, so Mamaroneck will take over at their own 35-yard line. 1st and 10, Tigers.
And the time to get back in this game is now for Mamaroneck, as you know, there's no panic time, but you definitely want to start cutting down on that Portchester lead sooner than later.
Well, it's the small victories. They need to gain yardage. They need to move the chains. Then they can worry about the big play. Dillon hands it off to O'Rourke. Ball is loose, but they ruled it down. Forward progress must have been halted before he lost control of the ball. Loss of about 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 13, Mamaroneck. 2nd down and 12 after forward progress was ruled down at the 33-yard line. O'Rourke takes it around the other side. Oh, he is tackled hard by number 76, Xavier Tyson. I believe I saw a flag fly in there at the end of the play, so we'll wait for the call. Came out of the defensive backfield. And it is holding on the offense. Holding on the offense is the call. It is accepted by Portchester. March it back from the spot of the foul. Repeat 2nd down, or it will be 2nd down and 21. As holding penalties are assessed from the spot of the foul, not from the line of scrimmage. So while it was 2nd and 12 before, the 10-yard penalty is marched off from 1 yard in front of the line of scrimmage. Thus the 2nd and 21 now. So 2nd and 21 at their own 24-yard line. Dillon in the shotgun. Keeps it on the read option. Pickup of about 2 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 20. Dillon drops back to pass. He's immediately rushed and eventually sacked by Brian Gonzalez. Loss of about 3 on the play. Fourth down and 24. Clock continues to roll, under 6 minutes remaining in the half. Shane Smith back to punt. High snap. Smith is able to get it off. A low liner could have caught a Portchester player off guard, but the sideline alertly screamed out to the punt receiving side to make sure to get away from the ball, and is eventually downed by Mamaroneck at their own 47-yard line. 1st and 10, Portchester at the 47. Mamaroneck struggling so far, but every series of downs is a new game within the game and an opportunity for the defense to prove itself all over again. Counter play sniffed out by Robinson. Tackled in the backfield for a loss. Great job by Myson Robinson.
And like stuff like this, you know, the little things, you're right, are going to impact this game for Mamaroneck and Portchester. And if Mamaroneck can be a little bit more aggressive, then you could see yourself a little bit closer to the end zone.
Second down and 14 for Portchester.
Let's go, D!
Gillespie on the pass, almost picked off.
That was
by Tim Sommer.
Almost an incredible play.
Great job of field awareness by the junior middle linebacker, floating out into the seam to almost pick off that pass, and he had nothing but green in front of him.
And that was a good play, just could have been incredible.
Third down and 14 for the Rams at their own 49-yard line. Shotgun pistol for Gillespie. Carry by Jordan Lewis. Picks up about 10 on the play, but about 4 yards short of the first down line. It'll be 4th down and 5.
And Portchester sticking to their game plan, using their speedy running backs for their own advantage and gaining yardage.
As one-sided as this half has felt, it is only a 2-score game, and Mamaroneck is about to get the ball back as we approach the 4-minute warning. Soft snap, high punt, fielded by Powell at the 1-yard line. Forward progress puts him at the 3 as he floated backwards, making that catch. Might have been smart to let that one roll into the end zone. 3:52 on the clock. Mamaroneck has a long drive ahead of them, but enough time on the clock to do it. Dylan sprints into the huddle with the play. Bruce in motion. O'Rourke gets outside, breaks one tackle, unable to break another, and he is brought down at about the 10-yard line. Good pickup by O'Rourke on first down deep in their own territory.
And O'Rourke trying to be a little bit more aggressive and helping Mamaroneck, and that's what Portchester is all about, and Mamaroneck's trying to do the same.
Second down and 3 for the Tigers. Handoff again to O'Rourke, trying to get to the outside, is dragged down, looks to be short of the 10-yard line, so that'll be a loss of about a yard on that play. Bring up third down and 4.
That idea had good intentions, as O'Rourke was showing some aggressiveness and Mamaroneck wanting to try to capitalize on that again, and unfortunately they weren't able to do that.
Third down and 5 for Mamaroneck. Dylan on the pass. Pass complete to Tanner Conlon out to the 34-yard line, and a Mamaroneck first down.
It's plays like that make you realize why a sophomore is the quarterback. Tommy Dillon has a great arm, and that was a great play.
Just when the Tigers needed it, Conlon comes up with a great catch on the slant pass. He is split wide left again. Handoff to Powell. Powell spins off one tackle, fights through another. Great job of ball carrying by Zion Powell, and he is out to the 41-yard line. Pickup of 8 on the play.
And this is just a play that is laddering on with the play beforehand. Tommy Dillon makes a nice throw, and now all of a sudden everything's moving to the other side of the field. Let's see if Mamaroneck can capitalize on some aggressive gainage of yard.
Shane Smith with something to say to his fellow sophomore. Oh, and Dillon is hit very hard back at the 31-yard line as he is fighting to get some positive yardage after he was chased around in the offensive backfield. Huge loss on the play. It'll be third down and 12. So after a pickup of about 8 or 9 on the play, it's a loss of about 9 or 10. And just like that, with a minute 15 remaining, Mamaroneck going backwards at their own 31-yard line, and they've got to get out to the 43 for a first down. Offsides on Aiden French there. Sorry, on Tim Wilson. March it back 5 yards. It's now third down and 17. Timeout called on the field. Coach Vitti using one of his last timeouts to make sure that he executes this play. It is a crucial third down opportunity as they need to get out to the 43. We'll be back in just a moment on LMC Varsity Sports. So the Tigers are back on the field. Tommy Dillon has called his play. He's in the pistol with 2 wide receivers to his left and 2 to his right. Solomini in motion. And the handoff is to O'Rourke. Picks up about 3 on the play. Timeout called by Portchester. 28 seconds on the clock. We'll be back in just a moment. Shane Smith on to punt for Mamaroneck. Jason Wiley back deep for Portchester. Smith does a good job getting that one off on a high snap. And Flato downs it at the Mamaroneck 47-yard line. 20 seconds remaining in the first half. Rams are up 14-0, and they have 1st and 10 at the Mamaroneck 47. Crucial here for Mamaroneck to stay in this game by not giving up a last-second score.
Keep this game
end of the first half.
Keep this game right where it is at the clock. Finish the next 20 seconds. That's Mamaroneck's goal right now. How you do that? Need some good defense, and Mamaroneck has shown that throughout the season.
Handoff goes to Jordan Lewis. He evades 1 tackler. Zion Powell brings him to the ground, though, after a pickup of about 4 on the play. Timeout on the field. Timeout Portchester with 14 seconds left. We'll be back in just a moment. 14 seconds left. 2nd and 6 for Portchester. Lewis in motion to the right. Handoff goes to Wiley. Wiley is off to the races. Out across the left side. In for the touchdown. With 4 seconds remaining on the clock, Jason Wiley speeds off to the far left corner of the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, that's unfortunate for Mamaroneck. It's not exactly what you want, as there's 4 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout on the field, as there was some confusion about what play they were going to run for the extra point. So we'll take a break as well and be back in just a moment. Quinones on as the team has gotten set in their formation. The snap is good, the hold is good, the kick is good. So with 4 seconds remaining, it is 21-0 Portchester. We'll be back in just a moment. So with 4 seconds remaining, Quinones is kicking off. Back deep for Mamaroneck is Bobby Bizzard and Zion Powell. Low ground ball is fielded by Powell at the 26. He's got some room to run. Tackled by Quinones, but fights that tackle off. And then Quinones eventually gets back on him, and he is thrown down. And that is how the first half will end here at Memorial Field in Mamaroneck High School. Mamaroneck down 21-0 to Portchester. We'll be back in just a moment with second half action on LMC Varsity Sports. So here we are at the start of the second half. Eddie Cam and Steve Anastas here with you at Mamaroneck High School. The score as we start the third quarter, 21-0 Portchester. Mamaroneck received in the first half, so Portchester will receive here. On to kick is Jeff Reyes. Short squib kick is fielded at the 32. Brian Gonzalez almost breaks it. Sorry, Merlin Gonzalez on the carry there on the return, Eddie.
You know, Portchester's goal is to try to extend that lead, try to make this a game the Tigers can't come back in. And Tigers are just trying to do the little things to try to get something on the board and maybe bite down on that lead.
No major changes on the defensive side for Mamaroneck. Everyone's still playing healthy. Gillespie on the shotgun lateral over to Wiley. Wiley's brought down after a pickup of about 4 on the play. 2nd down and 6 for Portchester. Ball on the Mamaroneck 49-yard line. Michael Baccarosa, split wide to the bottom of your screen. Handoff goes to Wiley. He is brought down after a gain of 1 on the play. Third down and 5 for Portchester at the Mamaroneck 48. Another opportunity for a 3rd down stop here for the Tigers. Gonzalez and Wiley in the backfield with Gillespie. Here comes Blackburn. Hand off to Wiley. Wiley gets inside the 45 down to about the 40 and enough for a Portchester 1st down. The Rams are moving the chains, and that has been the problem for Mamaroneck, unable to get off the field. That and the big play capability of these Rams has been the undoing for the Tigers today.
And Sean Blackburn has been a big part of moving up the field, and he's been able to do that today successfully throughout the game. That's why it's 21-0 Rams.
Handoff to Lewis. Lewis initially looks to cut it outside, but instead cuts it back upfield and picks up about 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 5 at the Tigers 36. Gene Campo split wide to the left, and Melvin Molina and Sean Blackburn split wide to the right. Handoff goes to Wiley. Wiley is tackled by Flato. Also in on the tackle is Connor McGuire. Brings up 3rd and short for the Rams at the Mamaroneck 32-yard line. Ball carrier finally brought down at the Mamaroneck 23. Strong job of ball carrying there by Duarte to pick up the first down for Portchester. Carry this time by Wiley. Stood up initially by Connor McGuire and then driven back by Henry Bruce. Pickup of about a yard on the play there for Portchester.
Portchester right now wanting to take that lead, a 21-0 lead, and even extend it further to try to make this an unbeatable game for Mamaroneck.
Counterplay to Blackburn is sniffed out and snuffed out by Alec Pizzamenti. Solid play by the senior defensive end. Third down and a long 7. Handoff goes to Wiley. And Wiley is stopped after a gain of only 2. Looks like Mamaroneck wrestled possession of the ball away, but he was ruled down due to forward progress. So it'll be 4th down at the Mamaroneck 18-yard line.
Right now, and throughout this game, every little thing has been going Portchester's way and not Mamaroneck's.
They have not gotten the breaks, that is for sure.
Yeah. Luck has not been on their side, to say the least.
Split wide to the right is Melvin Molina. Wide to the left is Michael Baccarosa. Lewis in motion. Pass complete to Molina. He is driven backwards at the 15. Forward progress has him at about the 9.
That was a good throw and a good passing play. We haven't seen a lot of passing plays in today's game, a lot of running, and that's what has led Portchester's lead.
Clock stops momentarily with 5:31 remaining and resumes as they reset the chains. 1st and goal just inside the Mamaroneck 10-yard line. Carry by Blackburn. Tackled at the line of scrimmage, but forward progress brings him down to about the 3. It'll be 2nd down and goal for Portchester. .445 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Portchester threatening to score here. 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line. Goal line stand here for the Tigers. Handoff to Blackburn. He is tackled hard by Michael Flato, knifing in from the defensive backfield to stop him for a loss of about 1. It'll be 3rd and goal at the 4. Carry across the goal line. No, looks to be short by about an inch based on the positioning of the side judges. 4th down and goal at the 1-foot line.
We talked about how a lot of breaks have gone in Portchester's way. That was finally a break from Mamaroneck as they're trying to keep it right where it is.
Timeout on the field, timeout called by Portchester as the Mamaroneck crowd, as loud as they've been all day long. We'll be back in just a moment here on LMC Varsity Sports. We're back. It's 4th and inches. Well, 4th and goal. They have Wiley and Blackburn in the backfield, fighting forward, but stopped short of the goal line. A fantastic defensive stand.
And this Mamaroneck crowd is finally to its feet. Some excitement in this game. There's still nothing on the board, but that was a great play.
Exactly the kind of jolt of energy this Mamaroneck squad needed if they are going to mount any sort of comeback.
They need, that was the jolt of energy, but they need a consistent path to try to do something, put something on that board.
So 1st and 10 for the Tigers at their own 1-yard line. One receiver wide left, another wide right. Dylan in the shotgun, hands it off up the middle. Fumble on the field. O'Rourke lost the handle as he crossed the goal line. We'll see what the determination is on the field. Mamaroneck retains possession. It is 2nd down after a loss of about a half a yard, pushing them back even closer to their own goal line. Dylan in the shotgun. He keeps it, gets across the goal line. No, is not across the goal line, and it is a safety. Portchester sacks Dylan in the end zone for the safety with 2:07 remaining. It is 23-0 Rams. On to kickoff is Jeff Reyes, junior, number 15. Kicks from his own 20. Sends a deep end-over-end kick, fielded at the 28-yard line by Wiley. Wiley fights through one tackle and is brought down at the 45-yard line. Portchester will take over there. 1st and 10, Rams at their own 45.
Let's go, let's get the ball back, let's go!
Gillespie still in at quarterback for Portchester. Hands off to Wiley. Tackle made by Zion Powell. The crowd is imploring the referees to call holding on that play, but no call made on the field. Wiley a little banged up on that one. After picking up 5 on the play, it'll be 2nd down and 5 at midfield for the Rams.
Ref, you got a flag in your pocket. Throw it next time. All right.
Movement on the offensive line will negate that yardage gained by Portchester. It'll be 2nd down and 10 now after the 5 yards marched off.
Running slot side.
Second down and 10, shotgun, handoff goes to Jordan Lewis. Lewis tries to break it to the outside, but is tackled by a trio of defenders. Flato, Powell, and Robinson.
And the third quarter.
So that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Score is 23-0 Portchester. We'll be back in just a moment on LMC Varsity Sports. So here we are at the start of the 4th quarter. It's 3rd and 9 for Portchester. Gillespie in the pistol. Hands off to Wiley. Met hard by Eric Zucker. Great job by Zucker standing Wiley up before he can get too far. Gain of about 2 on the play. It'll be 4th down and 7. 4th and 7 for Portchester at their own 48. Back deep to receive is Zion Powell. Into punt is Quinones. Hard count will not help them here, except it could bring up 4th and short, and then they could go for it. We'll see if they pin their ears back. Oh, almost had it. Henry Bruce charged in. The ball takes a Portchester roll until it becomes a Mamaroneck roll as it gets all the way into the end zone for the touchback.
Well, Mamaroneck's gonna
11:06 remaining.
Mamaroneck's gonna need to find any way to put anything on the board. Honestly, it's been a long.
Well, they're playing for pride now, Eddie, and so they definitely want to try and get some positive yardage, a couple first downs, and maybe even a big play to get on the scoreboard, like you're pointing out. 1st and 10 for Mamaroneck at their own 20-yard line. Split wide left is Bobby Bizzard. Wide right, Zion Powell. Shane Smith in motion to the right. Handoff to O'Rourke. Fights through one tackle, fights through a second. Gets out to the 26-yard line. Pickup of 6 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 4. O'Rourke trots off the field as Powell has now moved into the backfield. Flato now at wide receiver, as is Watrova. Correction, that is Tanner Conlon. Dylan didn't pick up any yardage on that play. So it is now 3rd down and 4. Dylan with the pass. A little bit behind Conlon and falls incomplete. 4th down and 4 for Mamaroneck, and they're sending in their punting unit.
Well, this game never really got off the ground for Mamaroneck, as Portchester had the upper hand all throughout, and now Mamaroneck's just trying to do something.
Shane Smith does a good job getting that ball off once again. Takes a Mamaroneck roll across midfield down to almost the Portchester 45 and is down there. So 9 minutes remaining in the game. Portchester a commanding 23-0 lead. We'll be back in just a moment on LMC Varsity Sports. So 1st and 10, ball at the 45-yard line. Seemed to have picked up a yard in the translation there from one ball to another. Blackburn stopped by number 21, Michael Flato. Gain of 1 on the play. It's 2nd down and 9 for Portchester. Blackburn in motion. Handoff goes to Lewis. Zion Powell tries to strip it out. Forward progress puts Lewis across the Mamaroneck 45 down to the 44, and enough for a Portchester 1st down. Very unfortunate outcome there, as Powell almost ripped the ball away on that defensive effort.
And now Mamaroneck just doesn't want things to get too ugly. It's been a rough game, and they want to just keep it where it is.
A lot of sophomores moved up for this game to the varsity level for the final 2 weeks of the season. Give them an opportunity to wear the jersey, stand on the sideline, go through practices and drills with the varsity team. A procedural penalty called there on the offense. We'll march it back 5 yards.
Well, a sophomore who wasn't really called up, Tommy Dillon, who's been their quarterback, has been phenomenal all season. And
Tommy Dillon, the sophomore, made the varsity starting quarterback over the summer. Has had a very strong season. Shane Smith and Aiden French, 2 other sophomores, also played a full season of varsity football. A foreshadowing of good things to come for this Mamaroneck football program, as there is a lot of talent coming up from the lower ranks. The JV season was up and down, but a lot of talent along the lines and backfields. And then the modified teams as well had a very strong showing this season. So Coach Vitti building a strong program for the future. Solid defensive play there by Mamaroneck. Puts them at 2nd and 15 after there was no gain to speak of on that play. Lewis in motion to the left. Handoff goes to Wiley, and he is tackled quickly by Henry Bruce. Solid job tracking him down the line of scrimmage. Tackle made after a gain of about 2 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 14.
Let's go, D! Tigers!
Gillespie drops back to pass, and he is sacked behind the line of scrimmage, down at midfield. Oh, and a penalty flag is thrown late.
for Mamaroneck, I mean, another tough break, and that's just been the story of tonight's game.
Penalty marches off 15 yards and an automatic first down on the personal foul, unnecessary roughness, after a fantastic defensive play by Mamaroneck and a truly unfortunate call made by the officials there.
Let's go, Blacks! Go, defense! Come on, defense!
So they stopped them just as they intended to, but the unnecessary roughness penalty gives the Rams possession. And Jason Wiley picks up a couple yards on first down there. And another penalty. This time looks to be on the coach. And another penalty could be an ejection.
It's just a little unusual. You would think with the score being 23-0, I don't know. I just feel it's a little unusual that
A little perplexing to have a coach lose his cool like that on the sideline. I'm not sure what he was upset about with such a dominating performance by Portchester. It's not like Mamaroneck was getting too chippy or anything like that.
Mamaroneck is struggling to just do anything, and it's just a very unusual mixed emotions going on for Portchester's coach.
So a 15-yard penalty for Mamaroneck, followed by a 15-yard penalty for Portchester. This makes it now, should be second down and 25, as that penalty happened after the play was over.
Well, Portchester is playing for Mamaroneck's athletics director's trophy, and I think maybe that has something to do with it, but really just unnecessary for Portchester's coach, with the score being what it is.
A little bit of chaos on the field there. Coach Vitti calling for some order and clarity about what is going on. And there they have changed the down marker. It is now second down and 25. Good penetration there by Mamaroneck. Stops him for a loss of a yard on the play. It'll be third down and 26. Here's an opportunity, Eddie, for Mamaroneck to salvage some pride.
Exactly, and you see that Mamaroneck's trying to take advantage of some interesting emotions by Portchester's coach, and I think that's exactly what they should be doing. Trying to move up on the field and hopefully score something before this game and the clock runs out.
4:50 remaining in the game. Third and 26 from midfield for Portchester. Gillespie in the pistol, hands it off to Lewis, and he is tackled behind the line by Henry Bruce. Fantastic defensive effort by the big defensive end.
Well, that's what he's there to do, and we've already seen him perform earlier in this game, and he just did it again.
So fourth down and 30 now for Portchester. And they send on the punt team. Timeout called on the field, so we'll take a break and come right back on LMC Varsity Sports. So Portchester has its punt team on the field. Fourth and 30 yards. We'll see what they can accomplish here. Again, penetration, but unable to get to the ball. Oh, good job by Zion Powell. He took a knee. Oh, and it looks like there's another flag over here in the offensive backfield, as there was some extracurricular activity. Zion Powell down at the other end took a knee and was hit. But I guess they did not rule a penalty there. But there is definitely 3 penalty flags down inside the Portchester 40-yard line, and we'll wait to see what was called.
And this is just in the pattern of unfortunate tough breaks from Mamaroneck all throughout this game. And sure, Portchester has been aggressive and they scored early, but they really have been in some tough breaks. And
well, the game has gotten a little chippy here late. We maybe didn't pick up on some of the things. Maybe the Portchester coach did, and that's maybe why he got so angry. They're calling the penalty on Portchester. Personal foul on sportsmanlike conduct. I couldn't really tell if he was putting an X up or for an expulsion, or if it was just a holding penalty. It's hard to see, but that yardage will be marched off after Zion Powell downed the ball, so that now puts it out to the Mamaroneck 25-yard line. 1st and 10 there, 4:20 remaining. We'll see if they can get some offense going here, put some points on the board. Dillon drops back to pass, fires a little bit high for Bizzard, incomplete. 2nd down and 10.
Nice effort there by Dillon, but I mean, it's just been a rough game overall. Not much you could do.
Well, it's in these moments that true character is revealed, Eddie. They need to be able to continue to forge ahead until that last whistle. Split wide are Tim Sommer and Tanner Conlon. Bizzard to the left, to the right. Dillon looking deep, doesn't have anyone, and fires over the middle. Pass complete. Tommy Conlon with Tanner Conlon with the catch for the 1st down out to the 37, and Mamaroneck in the no huddle with 4:05 remaining.
Great play by Conlon. Hopefully another jolt, another spark. See if they can do anything about it.
Dillon going deep down the right sideline. Pass in the air, penalty flag on the play. We'll see what the call is. So we're hearing illegal touching is the call, where the Mamaroneck receiver went out of bounds and came back in. A hat was not thrown, which is the usual indicator of a player going out of bounds. I'm not sure if they're picking up that flag. No, they do seem to be marching the ball backwards. Well, this one, folks, has me mystified. I'm not really sure what kind of yardage they're marking off. And I never actually saw the official make any sort of call. So unfortunately, fans, your guess is as good as ours. Maybe they're still discussing it. So I believe it was illegal touching. 5-yard penalty makes it 1st down and 15. Clock is stopped with 3:55 remaining in the game. Smith and Conlon split wide to the left. Screen pass with Tommy Dillon unable to get the ball off as Quinones eats him up, and he is down at his own 21-yard line.
And Portchester is now, well, Portchester's crowd here is making a lot of noise, and for good reason. But it just feels like everything's gone in Portchester's way, and every little break has been unfortunate for the Tigers.
It's second down.
Dillon drops back to pass, has a receiver, overthrows him, and it's intercepted by Baccarosa, and he is out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. 3 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the game. And Dillon is picked off.
Well, nothing new. Portchester taking advantage of the unfortunate passes by Dillon. That was a pretty good throw, but right there and intercepted by...
It was a good-looking ball. It was a little bit high. And with the defensive backs able to play center field like that, any overthrows are going to be deadly. And he suffered the consequences there. You can hear the chants from the Portchester student section getting excited to take possession of the athletic director's trophy. Gillespie hands it off to Blackburn, who is swallowed up and driven backwards. Forward progress has him losing about 3 or 4 yards. Not sure who was responsible for spotting the ball there, but it moved about 3 different times. And we will play it second down and 13 for Portchester. 2:46 remaining on the clock. They stopped it momentarily. I'm not sure what the reasoning was there to spot the ball. But now it is rolling to 2:35 remaining in the game. Penalty flag on the play. Gonzalez with the carry. Movement on the offense will negate that gain. Illegal shift.
Take it back. Take it back. That's right. Take it back. Get it. March it off. Let's go already. Here we go, defense. Let's go now.
Repeat of second down.
Let's get another one. Let's go.
It'll be second and 18. Gillespie in the shotgun. Handoff to Gonzalez. Gonzalez fights to get outside, unable to do so. Tackled inbounds, so the clock continues to roll. 1:45 remaining in this game.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, D.
He is shy of the original line of scrimmage, so that'll be third down and about 12 for the Rams. Handoff again to Gonzalez. Breaks it outside and is tackled just inside the 20-yard line, knocked out of bounds. I guess he was ruled down before he got out of bounds. So the clock continues to roll, under 1 minute remaining. He is down at the 18-yard line. It is 4th and 7 for Portchester. Handoff this time to Emilio Espinoza. Espinoza is down short of the line to gain, so it'll be a turnover on downs, and Mamaroneck will take over with 16 seconds remaining in the contest.
Well, Portchester's crowd certainly wants a trophy.
Well, the cheerleading section is now getting into the fray. As you can hear, the soprano version of Trophy's Ours.
And it looks like they're probably going to get it. 16 seconds left, 23.
Oh, I think it's a guarantee now. I'll take any bet in the world that this game is going to end in a Portchester victory, unfortunately, for the Mamaroneck fans out there. 3 receivers to the left, lone receiver to the right. Dylan with the quarterback keeper gets out to the 15-yard line, and that will do it. 5 seconds remaining. 4, 3, 2, 1, and that is the end of the 2016 football season for the Mamaroneck Varsity Tigers. It ends with a 23-0 defeat to the Portchester Rams in the Athletic Director's Trophy game. An unfortunate end to an up-and-down season for Mamaroneck, but a lot of promising signs for the future. We'll be back in just a moment with post-game reaction and post-game interviews here on LMC Varsity Sports.
All right, guys, I want to congratulate both teams for their efforts here today and playing so hard. It's great to come to this game every year. I was walking around, I was talking to all the alumni from both schools, and it's a wonderful experience to hear all the great stories about the Mamaroneck-Portchester rivalry and the years that it's entailed. I was hearing stories from the 1890s, which is amazing to me.
89th year.
89th year. And again, for those of you who don't know, this is, from what I understand, the 3rd longest rivalry game in the county. So that's just amazing. I can't say enough about the alumni, about the way you guys played today. It's just a wonderful experience. I hope that you guys that are graduating will remember that and come back here and enjoy these games, and hopefully maybe see me walk in the sidelines and be able to say, you know what, I got to play in that game one day, and it was just an awesome experience. So again, congratulations on your efforts, and I'm glad you had great seasons, and we'll see you again this time next year.
All right, could I have the captains come forward? Congratulations, guys, on a hard-fought game. Best of luck to you guys. All right, Mamaroneck, let's go. No, we do. Yeah!
I'm here with head coach Anthony Vitti. Coach, it was an up and down season, but some glimmers of hope and some, rays of sunshine throughout the season. Yeah. How do you feel about it overall?
Just reflecting right now with my seniors back there, this night for me, no matter win or loss in your last game, is always kind of eerie. It just always feels like the lights are more dim. The field is lit strangely, and you just have this lasting impression that you're not going to see these guys tomorrow. You're not going to wake up and be able to impact their lives in a way that you hope you could. And you just say, like, I hope in the time we had together, you know, they learned a little. They take the good and bad from this, the lessons that you get from this great game, and you move on. And we hope to see them again in the future. So in terms of reflecting on the season, it's hard to do. I always have trouble just getting past my seniors on a night like tonight.
Coach, football builds such special bonds, player to player, player to coach. Talk a little bit about the bond that you have with the players over the years and the bond that you build with these players now.
You know, we raise them. You know, we really do. We see these guys as pups, and we see them grow up, and you know, we just see the change over time. And it's a great thing when you see a young guy who's kind of along for the ride start to go through the process and say, at the end of it, say like, okay, now it's my turn, and take other young guys under their wing. So I think we've done a nice job of kind of initiating that culture here, and making the kids understand that, you know, this game is fleeting, and you have this short, precious time in your life to play it. And as you grow through this process, you want to be able to give back a little bit. And I'll tell you, my guys, they definitely did to our program.
Well, Coach, we want to thank you for all the time that you devote to the community and to all of our players. So thank you for a long season.
I appreciate that. That's a great compliment. I love this community, you know, and we'll be back, no question.
So that'll wrap it up here from Memorial Field of Mamaroneck High School. Eddie, it was a tough game and a tough end to a long up and down season for the Tigers.
Tough breaks throughout for the Tigers. Portchester did a really good job of being aggressive, and you know, if you have to look at this season, you could see Tommy Dillon did a really good job as a sophomore quarterback. But you know, they'll try to get him next time, as the future looks bright for Mamaroneck's varsity football team.
So for Eddie Cam, this is Steve Anastas, and for our entire production crew at LMC-TV, we want to thank you for watching this broadcast. We'll be back again with more sports on LMC-TV, Varsity Sports.